Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield. I'm a professional dancer, professional dance choreographer, and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States. And we're going to be taking a look at Deep and Dot versus Liflo, the elimination battles. It looks like there's 7 of them, which is insane to me. I love it. I don't know if that's because they couldn't find a winner or if they were going to go through all 7, go through the whole shebang, and then they're going to pick a winner from there. But the important thing is that I am very much looking forward to seeing what Deep and Dot brings to the table as their last hurrah, because we do know that they are no longer a part of the Street Woman Fighter series, because I have already reacted to the Hwasa challenge at this point and they were not included in that. But all that to say, thank you for deciding to join along this ride with me, and I look forward to watching this with you guys. Let's get started.
제이제이 대 울프로 예니 초
Their profile shots are so freaking cool. Here we go. Here we go. 2v2.
우리가 추구하는 힙합을 그냥 멋있게 보여주자. 별로 위협감 없었어요.
Okay.
제이제이 Switch! 제이제이 Lock it, D.
It's a good track. They're doing Michael Jackson.
이긴다. 이건 진짜 이긴다. 분위기 가져오자.
Great timing. Yes!
Rock it, rock it. Yeah, yeah.
Ah!
Hey.
Yes! Woo! Wow! Oh my gosh!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow! That was phenomenal from Deep and Dot there! Goodness gracious! Okay, taking a look here.
누가 더 잘 보여? 건 우리가 가져와야.
울프로와 반드시 1승을 가져와야만.
Okay, so taking a look back here. Now this song, you can do so much with it. That doo 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 with that backbeat.
멋있게 보여주자.
Nice. I love the melts to begin the start here. Super fun. Love the split into the melt up. I love the exchange here. This is really nice, very organic. I like how they popped off right there with the subtle forward glide. I really like that, but I felt like their set was a bit weaker in the content in regards to like just varying up creative dynamic choices, or maybe accentuating the music a little bit more. I really felt like they were just kind of riding on the beat, not really enmeshing themselves in it as much. Yeah, there's just a lot of choices where they're kind of throwing away opportunities, I feel, here, or not really taking advantage of the opportunities of the music, you know? They're hitting certain parts of their music, but it feels kind of like at half capacity or like at half power, right? I don't know if it's because of fatigue or what, not sure, or maybe not quite as prepared as the other sets. Because remember, I mean, we're looking at 7 rounds right here. I don't know if they were planning on doing all 7 rounds. I don't know. With all the eliminations I've looked at, this is the first time I'm seeing 7 rounds being reacted to. So this is mighty cool for me. This is cool. Yeah. And I know they had some dialogue in the beginning. I'm not fluent in Korean, remember that. And so a lot of this dialogue and context, I'm not 100% in the know on. There's not an English sub out for the episode either. So if there is something important that I'm missing here, please let me know. But be gracious about it, please, because I'm not fluent in Korean, and the English subtitles only help so much with context. Yeah, so I just feel like out of what they brought to the table, it didn't feel nearly as prepared as the type of the 2v2 that we're used to seeing with the caliber that Wolflow has brought. I feel like they didn't meet their own expectations they themselves set. Just from the get-go, dancing to MJ is definitely, a lot of people treat that like, okay, if you're gonna dance to MJ, you gotta own it. I love that bump. Ooh! And they hit that really well. They weren't too late. They almost were, because they didn't actually grab each other, but they grabbed near the tail end of that sound, which was great. They go up. Oh my gosh. I really love, I think those are called witchaways with the legs. It should be called that. I love the variations they're bringing, the personality they're bringing here. The framing, it feels very prepared. It really does feel like a night and day performance between the two teams. This was super fun. I love that kind of reverberation at the tail end of that. Love that influence to MJ. Super fun. Yes, with the little da-da-da. I love this where she hits it and look, she controls it with a wave and out. Separate. Oh, the whole sequence was sick. Whole sequence was fabulous. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, that was fabulous. I'm gonna be honest, I think that was a clean win from Deep and Dop. If I ever saw a clean win happen, that was really nice, because with Wolflow, I really feel like they were a bit underprepared for this 2v2 in comparison, and I think Deep and Dop was very prepared for what they were bringing to the table. It was clean, it was concise, you saw everything, they hit all their musicality notes, they had character, charisma. I love the technique, I love the variations and the partner work. That was a truly wonderful 2v2 that they brought to the table, Deep and Dot, for sure. That was awesome. Wow. This was just so phenomenal. I thank you guys so much for watching this with me. I wanted to do this whole elimination just as one video. At least for Patreon, it's a video all in one. But if it's separated on YouTube, it's probably because of copyright. But I am so humbled to have been able to experience the show in this way, be able to create these videos so we can continue to have dialogue together, asking questions, asking tough questions, or really going deep on some of the context of a lot of these challenges. I know for me, I end up learning about criteria or the context behind a lot of the woes and struggles of a lot of crews once it's subbed or whenever other people are able to watch it prior to myself. So I feel like I learned so much more after I do the analysis that sometimes I do feel bad that I wish I had the full picture before watching so I could have a more gracious eye. But I also know too that some of the objectivity comes from not knowing the emotional circumstances that can emotionally sway me one way or another. So I see there's pros and cons to both, but I've always been very thankful of the fact that there's so many of you guys just through the course of this past month and a half, just your support and your commitment to watching the show alongside me and providing so much knowledge and insight that I feel like I've grown so much as just somebody who observes and analyzes these types of things. It's a different community of movers, you know, and I just feel so humbled to be in a position where I'm able to exchange my knowledge by learning knowledge in return, you know, and I think this is just so so incredible, and I thank you guys once again for being a part of it with me, and I look forward to the discussions on this. I think I got more emotional in this one than some of the other battles. I think with a lot of battles I don't really get like super emotional on, but I think this is the first time for this season that I feel this way. But I think I wouldn't have it any other way. I think Deep and Dop left on one of the highest notes they could have, and they should be so proud of what they brought to the table during this series. This was great. Man, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.